Intertrobe. Intertrobe? Yes. Yes, that. Interweb. What's up, y'all? That's right. NVAX was a buy at 1385. Nice call. Who said that? You said it. I didn't say it. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't even know. But just bought some NVAX. I wish I was live. But I just bought it because it's a goofy moment right there. Because in the idea that we were talking about earlier about swing trading and missing the bull market and how you haven't missed shit, NVAX, right? We were just talking about earlier. We've traded it long now, going on for 3 weeks. We actually swung it. We swung it. Didn't make money on it Friday. I had a nice profit. I had 100% profit. Think about this, what I did on Friday. Greed. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it backfires. So I had NVAX nailed at the lows of the day with some options. I had my options at 30 cents. They were at 60 cents. You know what I did? Zero. I didn't sell any of it. You know what they wound up going? Zero. That's a good trade for you, right? So, again, that's just my bad luck. The day I don't take 100% gain, because how do you make money in the market? You'll never go broke taking a profit. So saith the shepherd. So saith the flock. You'll never go broke taking a profit. So if I would have sold half of the NVAX trade and then the other half went to zero, it would have been a flat trade instead of losing 100% of my money on Friday. So why am I talking NVAX? Because I just noticed. So it's getting smoked. And we were just talking about swing trading, right? This is another gentle reminder that you don't have to swing to make money as a trader. In fact, it tends to backfire, right? And because sometimes people actually thinking swing trading has some sort of definition. There is no definition to a swing trade. You swing it until you get out. That's it. Whenever it starts. And to me, anytime the stock pulls back, I want to sell it. So it's very hard for me to want to be a swing trader because you got to give it a little bit more wiggle room. Anybody got time for that? I don't got no time for wiggle room. I want to make money. I don't want to try to make as much money as I humanly possibly can. So that takes swing trading again. And even the greatest bull market of all time, the 30 stocks that we were swinging, only 2 of them are rocking still. Carvana and what was that other one? The ARM. That's it. That's it. The only 2. Everything else that I was swinging or swung is down. I mean, Viking's all right. And we got the $30. By the way, it got upgraded today by a couple of places and actually sold off on the news, but it's coming back. I like the stock. I like the idea of getting. It's a different cruise line. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I know about it. It's not your typical cruise line. It's one step above, and I think that's kind of cool to own the stock. It's like a, pure play in luxury cruising, if you will. Anyway, but the NVAX, even though we did swing it that for those 3 days because it broke the 15. Once it broke the 15, you got paid that day, and then it gave it all back, and here it is, right back to the 1385 where the whole thing got started. So if you've been swinging or swanging or swunging it, you haven't made shit if you haven't taken some profits along the way, because here it is back to 1385. So again, I still choose trading over everything, intraday trading, try to make as much money as you can. And then if the day trade's working out, like the NVAX, you hang on to a little bit, just like the ARM and, all the other trades. But if you think about it, like I said, look at where some of these names are. And the ones you even did well on. What to start out with, I don't want to talk about Very stocks at $3, Sounds at $5, Palantir's under 21, Jumama's still 620. Oh, by the way, Carvana's a short now. Carvana, Iova, Lunar, CCC, Path, iRobot, Zim working out really well, except it's short now today. Blow off top on Zim. And there's a perfect example. Let me show you the chart on Zim. This is it. So here it is again. One of those situations, Jimmy. But Kenny, I thought you said you love this stock. I do. And that's over a longer period of time once it proves it to me. But today, you got paid on a long trade. 1 minute got to the multi-day. This time the multi-day acted as resistance. And not only was it resistance, but damn, what a sick short. And this is an example of why trading opens your eyes. When you live in the nucleus of the market and you see how much activity goes on. Look how many times this was a long trade that you could have made money on. Short could have made money here. So depending on when you decided to get up this morning and what your attitude was, you're a buyer of NVAX at $15.19 with a stop at $14.96, and you got paid. And then maybe you walked away from the computer after you sold here, you got stopped out here, and you say, shit, thank God I got stopped out on the long trade, Jimmy, because stocks go up and down. I heard. Sometimes they go down a little bit more, then they go back up. And sometimes they keep going up, then they go down, Jimmy. And then sometimes they go down and then down some more and then down some more, and then they never come back. But then they come back. Then they go up, Jimmy. Sometimes that happens also. But then sometimes they keep going up and then they keep going up. Then they keep going up. Then they go down, Jimmy. You got to look out for that one. Don't fuck around, Jimmy. So where are we now? Anybody have any questions? Because I'm about to go stretch out, lube up. And today's show brought to you by doTERRA Deep Blue for all the pain that anyone over 30 goes through. And if you're over 50 and you're playing pickleball, you're on the verge of breaking something any minute now. Deep Blue. It works. And you could also get high off it. I like it.
I don't know if we could trust this guy with our stock with our money.
I always wondered what the married couples, when they watch my video, if they ever do watch my video. See, everybody disappeared now. Where'd everybody go? Anybody got any questions? Do I still think NVIDIA is going to 1200? Yes. But now you just give it 111 stop, right? Like 111 points. You're ready to let it breathe for 111 points? No, but seriously, NVIDIA, where's your 2-day? The only time I would sell this stock is if it breaks under like a 2-day VWAP or even like a 5. The five's basically 1,000. Yeah. I wouldn't let it go down 112 points while still in it. So I'll go 1 day. I'll sacrifice 30 points to hang in there with it. Geez, huh? I don't watch Bunker. It's not on anymore anywhere. I can't find it. But I am watching The Tourist. The Tourist. I find myself watching the same shows, and I don't know which show I'm thinking about in my brain. Like I'm watching Dark Matter, which is pretty good, which is like The Fringe, which is better. The Fringe was the original Dark Matter. If you haven't watched The Fringe, watch The Fringe. Go find that show on television. Watch The Fringe. And the best show ever created on television is Legion. Now on Netflix and Hulu. Legion. 3 seasons. Go watch it right now. Stop what you're doing. Drop some acid. Or don't actually watch acid take acid the second time. Or I'm on my 4th going of Legion. It's freaking awesome. But right now, Dark Matter and the Tourist, he's like, he doesn't know who he is. He's like, apparently he's killed somebody and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't know who he is. The other guy doesn't know who he is. I'm getting my brain starting to. I can't watch more than 2 shows at a time. Start melting together. So what do you want to do now? Huh? Guys survived being short the Qs. Anybody got GameStop short or INSM? Still working. Actually, this could be a reshort. Couldn't get over the VWAP, double top. Yeah, a little bit late to short it. I give it a see if it holds the bottom. Where's the Q's going to finish? Right here. Because up 50 cents is the new down. Let's see where the options are today. By the way, I will be launching. I'm just going to name my new channel Hate Speech. See how quickly I get shut down. I had to take a quiz today. What is hate speech? I got a violation on one of my videos. My video was about how if someone is screaming about hate and we make a video condemning them and hating on them, can you hate on hate? Apparently not, because my video was taken down and flagged, which is kind of bullshit. All right, so what are we doing now? Let's gamble. I'm sitting on some cash now. I finally got everything right. I had the Padres because it's hard to sweep a team at home. Bet against the Yankees. Padres win. Dallas, hockey, bang. And Boston to complete the 4-game sweep. So, sports gambling, baby. I'm on fire again until tonight when I lose it all. That's generally the life of a gambler. No, actually, I'm better now. But I got I got Dallas to win the whole thing because this kid that my son, he's a hockey guy from college. He knows his hockey. He says Dallas is winning the Stanley Cup. He's picked the last 2 Stanley Cup winners. I had a bet on Dallas to win the whole thing. I don't want them to be right, especially if the Rangers are in it. Okay, let's do it. What do you want to do now? NVAX 1350 doesn't look like it's going to hold. Nasty. But fantastic. This thing plummets down to 1285. I might be thinking about buying it again and holding it. Some other stocks, let's see. Solar's giving it back. So First Solar's negative. You could watch the solar stocks through a possible retreat. Give the rest back. So here's Sedge, SEDG, chopping around. You got First Solar obviously is negative already. And you've got, what's the other one? Watch ENPH. Just chopping around. Ha! Not only did NVAX bounce off 1350, it was a day's pay. And this is just a typical old school day trade. Stocks would come into the half and you'd see them, the bids, the buyers would show up, right? You'd see the buyers. See, this is where tape reading used to work. You would see them stacking the bid, basically saying, we'll buy at 1350. We're here. We're here at 1350. This is not breaking 1350. The market makers used to be on you, they were trying to help you, because before day trading became really popular, the market makers on the side were actually, they didn't care if you saw it. Now they know everyone's watching level 2s. They spoof you by pretending there's big size on one side and they screw with you. I've seen it more often than not now. But here, in this case, the 1350, double bottom 1350, algorithmic buyers will come in once a half number is held. People that know that trade will start buying at 1352. If it breaks the half, they sell it. But if it holds the half, you get the nice little bounce and there's a little day's pay. I mean, you do 3,000 shares of that. Again, when we used to trade a little bit more aggressively, you're buying 3,000 at, you try to get in. You couldn't get it at 52 back in the day. You'd probably have to buy at 62, 13.5/8 using a half out. Then you offer out at 3/4 and 8 7/8, and you made a day's pay. Sometimes it is that easy. I think the hard part about trading is deciding what you want to do. Like, are you here to make a day's pay and be happy? Do you want every trade to be a swing trade? Or you just want to, because if you're just an investor, there's really nothing to do except QQQ. Really, buys and Qs, you're good for life. Look at the chart. But if you're trading, and again, that's another thing about, oh God, I hate having to bring her up every time we have a conversation. But another one of her cookie cutter videos was how to find good stocks to trade. And she goes on for 45 minutes about how to find good stocks to trade. Oh shit. How to find good stocks to trade. Once you know how to trade, if it has volume, there's a good stock to trade. I don't know what INSM is, but it has volume and it's in the news. Yeah, it's a good stock to trade. NVAX, Qs. Oh boy. Tell me more, humble trader. Tell me more. I'll raise my stakes. $1 million. Does that do it for you? I'll bet you $1 million. You don't know what you're talking about. Right. Sid trades 2 stocks. Speaking of that, it's time to short some UVXY probably, right? Because it's always time to short some UVXY. They were selling me June 7th. June 7th. 70s last week for 12 cents. I know it's not a lot of money. You sell 30 contracts, it eats up some buying power, but you know what? 12, 24, 36, that's $360. On January 7th, I'll be handed the $360 because there ain't no way. And I'll say this with a lot of confidence. There's no way UVXY is going to $70 on June 7th. And if it is, and we're not kicking the shit out of this market, crushing every stock and long UVXY, then we don't know what we're doing. But for now, status quo, UVXY down, market up, keep selling premium, and let's see what they're at now. You know what I also sold last week? I sold where I don't think we're going to. So I sold December 31st puts on the Qs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, selling puts is when you take the other side of the put buyer's action. So somebody wants to bet me, right? What did I sell? It was the 340s. This was going on a little while ago. It was the 340s for December. I sold them at 3 because 43 is my favorite number. So I sold the 340s for December for $3. Right now they're 211 by 221. So what am I doing? I'm betting the person on the other side. They think the Qs are going below 340 by December 31st, 2024, the end of this year. I'm taking their bet, saying there's no fucking way in hell we're going to go to 340. You're going to lose all your money. I'm going to hold till expiration. Now, that doesn't mean we can't tank 3 days from now, and these could go back to $4 and I'll be down $1. But I don't get out. If you want to sell me, 1,000 shares of QQQ at 340, I'm in. So don't sell puts unless you're willing to buy what you're selling. If that made sense to you, it should make. So if you're not willing to buy, don't, again, the way I got my ass kicked by selling puts is I sold too many and I wasn't prepared to be wrong about the trade like I did in Leapfrog that one time. I sold $18 puts when the stock was at $32, thinking this thing's never going to 18. So I sold 120 contracts and then the stock tanked to $15. I got destroyed. I love coal. I'm thinking about shorting the Qs again. I know, crazy, right? Because that move, that little up move just now, was met with an equal and greater move to the downside. We're in some sort of bearish, engulfing sideways action right now. And I'm just dying to short the Qs, man. You know what? What did I just miss? Just 60 cents? I'm going to stay out of this one, actually. But look at where UVXY is. This thing's up 50 cents on a holiday gap up day. Dow's already red. SPYs are already red. You know, the 50 points on NVIDIA is holding most of the NASDAQ together right now. But let's go back to other one. Futu. That was on its verge of rolling over completely. Futu, I'm assuming Japanese or Chinese. Futu, I don't know. Japanese, Chinese stock, probably worthless. Futu, know nothing about Futu, but it reported earnings and it broke VWAP, held the multi-day, bounced off it twice, and now it's breaking it. By the way, speaking of NVAX, Myrna getting smoked. It's about time some of these stocks gave it back. Futu, new lows. This one I might join in on the fun. Futu short, a little bit late. Not a little bit late, a lot late. But it's your perfect entry would have been 78.50. Talking about 250. Limited risk. Now you're risking 86 cents on this trade because the top of this candle is your out. Futu short. Let's go. Big spread. Average to big. Let's see if anybody wants to sell us some more at 90. Whoop. PDD going down. Futu, if you hit the bid, you're already up 10 cents. Let's see what we get out of here. Oh, dropping the bid. Futu short. Can't stop us now, baby. Oh, if you hit the wrong button, it could stop you. All right, and this very well could be the beginning of a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. All starts innocently by rolling over, right? This ain't no riskless trade. You're risking at least $1. At least $1, because look where it rolled from. The top of the roll is 76.81. It's $1 from here. So unless you're prepared, if you're not prepared to get squeezed like it's doing now, and I just shorted another little bit on this move up. Oh, and now I don't want it. And now I don't want it. That's all right. I'm not going to freak out because I started small and I'm just adding here. And now I don't have to worry. Because all the pain will be over if it breaks 81. And that's me. I just shorted some more at 13 and 25. Oh, not good. Might get punched in the face on this one. Wouldn't you know it? Last trade of the day then, 1042. I usually go out with a loss. I'm going to show the stock who's boss. Hang on. I'm going to short more. Hang on. I'm going to put an offer out at my stop price. I'm going to do the opposite. So if it hits the 76.80, I'm going to short more. And then if I'm wrong, I'll immediately cover the whole thing. All right. I got more short. Oh, that was me. They keep taking it from me. I just shorted more at 43. And the pain will be over soon, I could see. It's all right. We want to give it a little bit extra room. Probably not, because this trade's not working. 77.07, as much as I'm going to go. Cookie Opus, did you guys see Frosted? Stupid, but if you like references and Jerry Seinfeld and the other comedian, I liked it. My wife gave up on within 2 minutes. If people are not being kidnapped or murdered or something worse, my wife's not into it. She just loves disturbing stuff. Give her a good kidnapping and revenge film. Slapstick comedy with social and cultural references goes way over her head. I liked it. All right, semis are never going down, so the Qs are never going down. Congratulations, we made it, and we're never going down. And I don't know why I'm shorting the stock, but I'm a glutton for pain. But here it is. We'll see what happens in the next 15 or 20 minutes. If we get stopped out, who cares? Intel's great. Give us a chocolate cake. You want to hear something sick? The Carvana trade was something. You know, it was something when me and Eric were buying Sox L for $5.50. We were shorting SOXL $3 puts 6 months out for $1. The index is at 5370 now. It's crazy. That's why when you're selling puts, and I was just talking about this with one of the members, do you really want to concentrate on selling puts as a strategy? It usually is. It's a way to generate a little revenue, but generally it's a loser trade, because when you sell a put on something and you win, chances are you could have made that money on a long trade tenfold. So, for instance, when we were selling puts when the market crashed in 09, so what? You know, or even the .com. So my dad started selling Cisco puts. You know, the stock went from 80 back to 8. So he started selling hundreds of, $5 puts and 750s. And then the stock went back to, 18, 20 bucks. And then eventually went back into the 50s. Sure, you made money, but if you just would have bought some longer, like Carvana, we sold some puts on it when it broke over 1750 and went to 30. We sold some 1750s to take in some revenue. But if we just would have just bought the dip and kept with the calls, obviously you would have done much better. I guess this Futu is going to show us who's boss, huh? I didn't get stopped out. I'm still short, but now I'm down. Collectively, what am I down? 50 cents? Yeah, whatever. Market never goes down. What was I thinking? And that will be the day, my friends. Once I take the loss on this trade, I'm leaving, because I usually quit when I lose. And that's why I tend to go 3 for 4. I usually go 3 for 3. I say to myself, I could probably just leave right now a winner. All right, let me do one more trade so I can give back a couple of $100. Oh, now I'll leave. It's basically the same day every day. So I'm still in, but, it's not working. The pain will be over soon. Maybe I'll give it an extra quarter. I don't know. What's the most I'm going to let it go? I guess the VWAP's 50 cents away. Do I want to lose the extra 50 cents? Yeah, I don't. I'll go right smack dab in the middle. 77 and a quarter. It's the most I'm going to. I'll lose about 80 cents on the trade collectively at 77 and a quarter. It's not a big deal. But right now, we're still short. So, and I shorted more at 76.85. So that's helping the cause right now. Yeah, maybe we're onto something. Shh. All right, let's go look at some other ones. Yeah, LIDR. There you go. Pulls back to the multi. holds it, Kardashian bottom break at the quarter, and you got the 5 out of it. Phenomenal, right? Humble trader, why are we looking at this stock? Because it's moving. That's how to find stocks to trade. I'm going to do a 48-minute video on how to find stocks to trade. Hey, it's moving. Trade it. Oh, sorry. That was only 9 seconds. Oh, that was 3 seconds. Yeah, sorry. That's pretty much how to find stocks to trade. Hey, look, it's moving. I'm in. And back to the whole racism thing, guy, and to the other guy who doesn't want to join the room because of my racist video towards the humble trader. That not only was it not racist, it was a dead-on impersonation of her. If I was wearing a dress and I was doing a pole dance while doing that, you would have thought I was the humble trader. And if you don't want to join our merry crew because of some light racism, guess what? You probably wouldn't like our room because racism is funny. Ready? Didn't we learn anything from the Harvard testimony? As long as we're not killing you in the street, it's okay. It's out of context. That's right. And if you think about it, has anybody ever seen me and the humble trader in the same room? Ha ha ha! He's onto it. See, you're onto it. I am the humble trader. See? Shh. Like when people make fun of the Jews, I don't get upset if it's a good joke. There's jokes. Jokes are funny. Stereotypes are funny because stereotypes are sort of real because that's how stereotypes are built. Like, what's that comedian from the 80s? Sure. Chinese people drive fantastic. Great. Yeah, of course the Jewish guy's picking up the tip for everybody. Of course. He would just go off on all these stereotypes. It was just genius. I forgot who that guy was. She has glommed on to VWAP as well. It's now one of her favorite strategies. Of course it is. Of course it is, humble trader. Who brought you VWAP? Just like Raging Bull, right? Raging Bull. They didn't know what VWAP was. Then suddenly every one of their gurus has got a VWAP video. And that's all they talk about. Come on. I don't even get a shout out. Oh, at least Jeff Bishop gave me a shout out of opening his eyes to the VWAP. See, that's something I'm not embarrassed about doing either. How many times have I thanked Zach Hurwitz and Brian Shannon for getting me on this path? Really, just Zach. Because Brian, I was starting to, I was diving into it, kind of getting a grip, trying to understanding it. And I put it on the shelf until Zach showed up and said, you're basically trading VWAP inertly. Let me show you what you should be concentrating on. And it's been 12 years now. I still haven't changed my chart. This is the same chart that my Lord and Master bestowed upon me. And the shit works, people. It works. But then you got to realize, right? What are you trying to do? Don't be greedy. Are you trying to make a day's pay? Take your day's pay and go away. Right? Still waiting to get out of this Futu trade. Holy shit, what was that? Scared me. By the way, INSM, you see how the 45 held up there? 45 got the 44.50. Why am I showing you my dumb face? Hang on a second. Uh-oh. That's the humble traders lawyers. Hold on a second. It is. All right, let's see. It's funny because I was going to call you because I have these gift cards. I want to make sure that I can use them. I know for some reason I've had trouble before. Could I give you the card number? Some of these cards are 50 minutes specific. What's that noise? It's the Matrix. You heard that? That was my masseuse. Happy ending tomorrow, 12:15. How you doing? So I'm gonna go play some pickleball. Probably get hurt and then get a massage tomorrow. So, see, I'm getting out of the house. I gotta get my brain back. Sitting here all day is not good for anybody. Hey, look, we're still short food too, and might actually be able to escape alive. I shouldn't have said that, but ooh, I was 10 cents away from break even. All right, I guess I gotta hang in there with it. All right, YouTubers, I'll see you soon, and I'll be in Reese Park or Marine Park later on. If you want to challenge me to a pickleball game, I'll kick your ass. Then again, I'm not that good anymore. I'm not running. Have a great day. Hope you all had a lovely and remembering kind of Memorial Day. It was a little tough for us for a first time down at the house. All right. I'll see you guys in cyberspace.